What is up, guys and girls? Hurricane Liz here, and in today's video I'm going to talk about what the best type of drop shipping store is in 2022. Is it Amazon? Is it Walmart? Is it Facebook? Today we'll get down to the bottom of it and you'll know exactly which one I do recommend. A lot of people have been asking, which one do I do right now? Well, I'm here to tell you that, and by the end of this video you'll know exactly what that is. So I'm super fired up. I hope you are. Let's do this. All right, so like I said, by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what the best type of drop shipping store is in 2022. Is it Amazon? Is it Facebook? Is it Walmart? Well, we're about to find out. And the other fantastic thing about this is you're gonna get this pretty raw. I'm not gonna edit it. I'm not gonna cut out anything that I say that's stupid or anything like that. I'm gonna tell you straight from the heart, as well as straight from the heart, the kind of expectations you can have and results that I've had with each and every one of these stores. So we'll just jump into my absolute least favorite type of store for 2022. And I know that last year I was a huge fan of this store. In fact, I was making a great deal of money doing this particular type of store. I recommend it to a ton of different people. But as I said in every single one of my videos, shit happens, things change. That's part of being an entrepreneur, is shifting and either embracing the change or resisting the change and then just failing. So again, being an entrepreneur, that's what it's all about, is making changes when shit happens. And let me tell you something, with Walmart, shit really happened, because I don't know what bozo over there right now is in charge, but whoever is in charge really hates their sellers. And I can tell you this much, it's gonna be a difficult thing for Walmart to ever overtake any of Amazon's presence, because of the fact that whoever is running the show over there, it is a total shit show. And a lot of that included, part of that shit show included just hurling shit at the sellers. That's something that you cannot do. You do have to treat your sellers with some sort of respect, some sort of decency. I'm not saying that Amazon has done anything like that, but it's at least pretty lenient. And when you do make mistakes on Amazon, they at least give you a chance. On Walmart, it's pretty much been like they will slam the door in your freaking face as soon as you make a single mistake. So the things that I like about Walmart, there's none. But if I do have to say something right now, if you do have a Walmart store open at this very moment, then there are so many sales going on for you and there's so much profit being made. It's unbelievable. With that being said, that can also be a bad thing. And the reason that can be a bad thing is because the more sales, the more opportunity you have to make mistakes. And as I said, in the past, Walmart has not been very tolerant of those mistakes. And instead of just suspending you, they will suspend you and then shut you down. And the crazy part is, yeah, they say they give you a chance. You can submit that plan of action in there, but chances are you're going to be shut down completely. So again, unless you're already in Walmart crushing it, I don't recommend it for a noob. I definitely don't even recommend it for somebody that's seasoned, and I don't even recommend it for a brand, because of the fact that you will get shut down at some point, no matter what kind of business model you have in Walmart. And again, they are not tolerant whatsoever. So that brings me to the second type of store right now, which is Facebook. Facebook seems like a lot better choice, and I would certainly recommend it for beginners, and that's partly because of the fact that the barrier for entry is very low. What I mean by that is that you can get started pretty quick. You can get started with your own personal Facebook account. That's how everything is run, and you can be selling as quickly as today as long as you have the products to populate. Now that is where the problem lies with Facebook, is that there was a point in time where any product you put on Facebook would sell. In fact, I've got a lot of friends selling things like boat parts, boat trailers, and things of that nature. Anything sells on Facebook, and that somewhat to a certain degree still holds true. I will talk about the things in a minute that do not sell there, and some of the bad strategies that a lot of people that offer this service use in order to sell things on Facebook. Just like that, when I say I'm gonna go just raw with no editing, my battery shuts off. So I'm back, or it was actually my memory card. My memory card went out. So let's talk about Facebook. Facebook, again, great barrier for entry, low cost also, which means you're not gonna have to put a ton of money out. Like most of these drop shipping stores and everything, they don't pay you for 2 weeks, and then on top of that, they hold your money. So with Facebook, the terrific thing is once you're in, and you'll start getting payouts in as little as every couple days. So that's a tremendous thing about Facebook. Let's talk about the not so tremendous thing about Facebook is these guys are more ban happy than anyone. And while they will give you a few shots to get unsuspended, some of those tactics that you have to use in order to appeal, they're not very well known. So you do have to get somebody on your side that knows how to execute these, that knows about how to get around them and all that. And those people don't really exist too much. Now, the other downside about Facebook is that to find a team that's not that expensive and pretty qualified, it's going to take some time and some effort on your part and a lot of money too. So let's just be honest, you're going to have to put out a lot of money to find the right team. Now, a lot of these teams, they charge a lot of money. I do have a guy that doesn't charge too much. So if you are interested, my email's below. You can email me and I'll talk a little bit more about him with you in another video, or you can just ask me, shoot me an email and I'll tell you more about him and his services. He does not cost that much. Now, word to the wise, most of these people are out of India. So you're going to get broken English. You're going to get a lot of misunderstanding. You're going to get things like that. This guy does happen to be pretty good. And then the final thing that's pretty bad about Facebook is that the tactics and strategies that these people are using to sell things on there, they're going to piss a lot of people off. So this reminds me a lot of the old Shopify days. So if any of you were drop shipping on Shopify at the time, you'll know one thing that was pretty prevalent in those days is that they would do this free plus shipping model. So what that would mean is you'd get something like this USB is absolutely free. You just pay $9.99 for shipping. And so when the customer eventually gets it and they know that you sent this media mail, they're pretty ticked off. So they're going to make sure that you know it. They're going to ask for refunds. They're going to complain to Facebook when Facebook reaches out to them randomly. And they don't reach out to everyone, but they will randomly reach out to some of your customers and ask them, how was your experience with this seller? And the minute they say something bad about you, Facebook takes that pretty heavily. So they're going to be pretty freaking ticked off at you. And that's going to lower your quality score, which I don't think you can still see, but it's available to them on the back end. So if you have a really shitty quality score over time, eventually they're going to suspend you. And that's why suspensions come into place. But that's the main tactic that's working on Facebook right now, is just charging an outrageous shipping fee. It could be like $25 and this item's like $2. And so that's working pretty well until the person receives it and then they're like, oh, what the hell? Like, I paid all this for shipping? That's bullshit. They complain to Facebook and then you get suspended. So that's the bad thing about Facebook. With all that being said and done, it is a pretty good business model for a brand new person, but I do predict that over time it's going to dwindle down just like Walmart did. So right now is a good opportunity. If you want to jump in on Facebook, you want to do it now. And let's hit my final and number one pick for any type of drop shipping, any type of automation service, any type of anything in 2022 and beyond, and that is Amazon. Now, why am I still so bullish on Amazon? Well, I'll tell you this. They do have their shit together, and although they do not favor the seller as much as they should, they still have, number one, a lot of sales. Number two, they are a bit forgiving and they will give you many, many chances. And number three, they're Amazon, for fuck's sake. They do have a pretty damn good guy in charge that knows his shit. He knows what he's doing. And we at least got to respect him for that. He's one of the richest men in the world. That's Jeff Bezos. He does know what's going on over there. So why am I so bullish on Amazon? Well, there's a couple different things that you can do on Amazon. If you are going to drop ship, which again, drop shipping is slowly, it is kind of dying. It's not as easy as it once was. A lot of people have this misconception, like, I'm going to jump into drop shipping. I'm going to make a shit ton of money because I don't have to put any of my money into the inventory. But the problem with that is that that type of model is slowly dying. So it's not the drop shipping itself, it's that type of model. With that being said, again, Amazon, terrific company, and drop shipping will still work, but it has to be done in a very particular way. And that way is Amazon to Amazon. And what that means, a lot of people are often confused, like, what is Amazon to Amazon, Liz? Well, the simple way to describe it is you're buying the product on Amazon that somebody buys that's already on Amazon for sale. You're just selling it at a higher price, thus arbitraging within Amazon. I know that still sounds confusing, but you're just finding somebody else that has a product available for cheaper on Amazon. You're buying that yourself, but you're selling it for a higher price to another customer on Amazon. So it's all coming from Amazon. So there's a couple sneaky little ways you can get around that. That's how Amazon will shut you down at some point once they detect that you're doing this. And a lot of people are doing this the dumb way. A lot of automation teams are doing this the dumb way. And there is a very smart way to do this where you won't get caught as much. So the other thing about it is you have to do it the Amazon to Amazon, as I talked about. That has to be done. We already covered that. That is a must. If you're doing it Amazon to Walmart or Amazon from Staples or Amazon from somewhere else, you're going to get caught. It's going to get shut down immediately. You're not going to get another chance. But with that, those are all the good things. Let's talk about the bad things. it is drop shipping. Again, as I said earlier, drop shipping is slowly dying. You will eventually get caught. You will eventually get suspended, and you'll need a good suspension guy on your team. So again, if you need that, my email's below. Again, I've got an excellent suspension, excellent guy that will get you unsuspended. He's gotten me unsuspended over 200 plus times for clients and for myself. I even lend him to some big drop shipping companies because of the fact that he's that good. So if you need help with that, let me know. But you're going to get shut down. You're going to need somebody good on your team that can help you get unsuspended, and that will be inevitable. So Amazon, I do recommend a different business model on Amazon, which I'm going to start doing videos on, which is the FBA wholesale automation service. FBA wholesale, you could do it yourself, whichever way you want to do it. I will talk about that in another video, but as of right now, I do recommend Facebook for a very small period of time. Then, like I said, the same shit's going to happen that happened on Walmart. And then eventually Amazon will always be around. However, you do need a little bit bigger bankroll with Amazon because orders can come in more rapidly than with Facebook. And when you do get a brand new Amazon account, you get your payment every 2 weeks, and they do hold a percentage of that when it's brand new and it's being aged. So again, that's my outlook for 2022 and the whole game of drop shipping for Amazon, Walmart, and Facebook. Which one was better? As I told you, I believe it is Amazon. So that's it. Let me know if you have any questions or comments. Post them below. I always personally answer them, and I'll see you guys next time.